On today's episode of the Bee Diaries, we're looking at worker bee number 12. Let's read her diary entry today. She says, "I'm so tired. It seems harder every day to get up and get out to work. I'm not sure how much longer my wings will carry me." So let's talk a little bit about that. So when bees are born, they will go through, within the hive, different jobs. They'll have different jobs. And after about 2 weeks or so of working inside the hive, their job will transition to being a field bee. They will become a bee who forages outside of the hive. And they're the ones responsible for going, collecting the pollen and the nectar from the trees and bringing it back to their home. So let's talk a little bit about what that means. All right, don't judge me. Okay, I know you're gonna judge me, but everybody needs a dummy book for every subject. It's just a starter. Okay, be nice. So anywho, I really like what the dummies book talks about for the forager bee. Okay, it says, I'm just gonna read this to you. Foraging is the toughest time for the worker bee. It's difficult and dangerous work, and it takes its toll. They can get chilled as dusk approaches and die before they can return to the hive. Sometimes they become a tasty meal for a bird or other insect. You can spot the old girls returning to the hive. They've grown darker in color and their wings are torn and tattered. This is how the worker bee's life draws to a close, working diligently right until the end. Foraging bees visit 5 million flowers to produce a single pint of honey. Now, Dummies refers to it as the forager bees, the field bee, whatever you want to call it. They're the bee, the worker bee. She works outside of the hive. They forage a 2 to 3 mile radius from the hive in search of food, even more if necessary for water and propolis. That's the equivalent of several thousand acres. So, taking that into account, we can understand why worker bee number 12 is so very tired and why she says she doesn't know how much longer her wings will carry her. And this is just their life cycle. This is the life cycle of the bees, and it's very sad, but it just shows the dedication that they have to their species. If you think about it, it's just instinct, and that's the dedication that they have to ensuring that they survive, that their species carries on. It's really beautiful. This is my other favorite book. It's called The Bee Bible. So I just want to read this little bit about the field bee, the forager bee, the worker bee, whatever you want to call her, okay? They visit trees to collect propolis, the sticky sap that exudes. The forager bees bring this substance back to the nest where it is used to seal up gaps and keep out predators. During the height of the active summer period, a forager works so hard that her total life expectancy is rarely more than 5 or 6 weeks. That's if she's lucky. That's assuming that a predator doesn't get her, or the cold, or she doesn't get stuck in the rain. But yeah, a forager effectively works herself to death. Stay tuned for more episodes of the Bee Diaries.